Okay, so what we'll try and do is the first group of questions, the first 30 questions, many of them are pretty quick and easy, so we might go a little bit further than 30, but we'll play that by ear. We've only booked off a time of 2 hours maximum. So push this. Everybody has the same screen? No, you don't. Share screen. Everybody now has that?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Great. Yeah. Thank you. All right. So open up page. There we go. So some simple things to keep in mind about the exam, that once you start the exam, you can stop at any time and return to work on it later on. There is no time limit on the exam. And once you have completed it, there is a button at the very end that says submit. And when you push submit, you have now sent your exam off to be marked. There's some questions that have more than one correct answer. They need to be selected, so read them carefully. If you come to a question, which I found out that you think there may be more than one correct answer, and you try to select a second answer, it won't let you do it. So the questions that have more than one correct answer will allow you to select them. I will tell you right now that there are a couple of questions that you need to not necessarily read carefully, but look at the answers carefully. One of them involves a video and it'll be later on in the presentations. There are some that are booked based on video. Make sure that you know what you're looking for. And when we come to the video ones, they're pretty well done this year. They identify where you're looking and so on. And when we get to those questions, I'll offer some extra guidance where you should be looking. Each question is number 1 to 91, and under the number, it gives you the level the question is generated for. So the questions are generated for those who are level 1, 2, 3, they're generated that they should be fairly easily answered by people who are level whatever the question happens to be. In all honesty, I don't think there's any that are really, really hard to do. Okay, any questions before we roll?
So Al, some questions will say there's more than one answer.
Yeah.
But you're saying some questions, it doesn't tell you there's more than one and you got to figure that out?
No, okay, so if there's a question that there's more than one correct answer, it'll tell you something along the lines of select all of the appropriate answers or all of the correct answers. But there's one question in the early group that when I read through it, I thought there may be 2 correct answers. It won't let you select 2. So if there's more than one, it will tell you to select all the correct answers or all answers that are appropriate.
No, it's all fucked up.
Pardon?
Messed up.
All right, so here's question 1. As long as the player has knee pads on, they may be altered or separate from the player's pants as long as they do not decrease the protection. True or false? This would have been a new rule last year.
False.
False.
Okay.
111(1)(c)(1).
You're correct.
I disagree with the answer.
I had true. Yeah.
Yeah,
same.
because it says right at the end, it says in any way that will decrease the player's protection. So in other words, it says if you alter them, as long as you don't decrease the protection, it's okay.
Well, if you look at the rule, it says they may not be altered.
No, keep reading.
No, in the rule, Andrew.
I am.
Okay, I got to find it. 111.
Well, no, I'll read it here, folks.
Okay.
The equipment shall be designed and manufactured by professional manufacturer and cannot be altered in any way that will decrease the player's protection. So what does that say to you?
Didn't it change though?
What?
Isn't there a change? Because I read different wording today when I was
Well,
looking at it.
this is in the gray
What page? What page?
10.
10.
10.
I think that I think, what you need to do is keep in mind, I'm just reading the one on knee protection. Knee protection has changed from previous.
Well, no, but it was a change last year,
Yeah.
but there's no change this year.
So what it says is knee protection in the form of soft padding entirely captured within a continuous material, or knee protection specifically designed for and inseparable in football pants. Knee protection cannot include the buckle, so on and so forth.
Right.
And then if you tie in the top part, so what the part you have to jump at is where they say they may be altered.
Right. And read it though.
No, but that's those 4 words.
It
Are
says
there-
it cannot be altered, but it says in any way that will decrease the player's protection.
Uber is always like this.
I must be reading something separate because the end of C for me just flat out says cannot be altered in any way. It makes no reference to protection.
That's the same
Well,
thing.
yes,
I
it
got.
does. Just keep reading it. There's no punctuation or anything. Ask
But it's-
Michelle.
Yeah,
She'll tell
for
you.
me there is.
And I have, last year we said something, must have been Al that said it, must cover the knees, must be soft, pants don't have to cover the knee. Must attempt to pull pants over the
Meetings.
pads, not completely, but at least onto the pants. So,
So
Anyway,
with
we can move on. I just don't like the answer because in black and white, it says it cannot be altered, but there's no punctuation. And it says it cannot be altered in any way that will decrease the player's protection.
Where does that say that, Andrew?
On page 10, section C.
So
yeah,
Yeah,
mine doesn't have that
Mine doesn't have it either.
What's that?
my rulebook from this year has punctuation. It does not have decreased protection.
I
You
don't
got the
have
old
it.
rule
rule
book.
Well,
book.
I've got last year's rule book, but it
Yeah.
didn't change this year.
Yeah,
that
it's-
rule
I
book.
have
Yeah,
this
they
year.
took that
They
part out.
did change
It's
it.
changed.
Whoa. Okay,
Mm,
the rule hasn't changed since last year, but the wording under knee pads and that section have been cleaned up. The most
Yeah.
important thing, and I've got the references sitting in front of me, is 111(1)(c)(1).
Yeah, that's what I'm reading.
And
That's
then
what
the
I'm
word,
reading.
They
and then
took
the
that part
wording
out.
that comes states,
Okay.
pads may not be altered in any way,
Period.
period. I understand that where you're going, but that's the key point in this question.
Okay, well, they made a change without saying they made a change then, is what's taking place. Because I am looking at last year's rule book, but I also
Yeah.
referenced the rule changes. And there's no rule change in regards to that.
No,
That's all.
it's a clarification of wording. It wasn't a change as such.
Yeah, okay, carry on.
Okay.
but I thought I put it with this year's, and it does say cannot be altered in any way that will decrease the player's protection.
The
Okay,
decrease
but what's this
part was
question?
taken out.
What is this question asking us right now? The first, where it says they may be altered. That's what makes the whole statement wrong. You can't alter them.
Michelle, if you're looking at last year's rule book like I am, and even if you're referencing the rule changes, it doesn't say the same thing as what we got here. That's what's going on.
Okay, I
Yeah.
thought I had that, I thought I was doing this online, and I mean, with the 2024 rule book, and I cut out what it said and put it in.
Okay, so
Anyway,
what
okay.
the key thing, and we're beating this one up for quite a bit.
Yeah.
The key thing is there's no way the equipment can be altered. So as soon as
Okay.
you see they may be altered in this question, that means the statement's wrong.
Okay,
Okay?
all right.
All right, next one. 2. A68 has their helmet come off involuntarily during the play. It is not the result of a foul by Team B. The referee tells the player they must sit out the next play. This one, you have to be cautious on how you read it.
Yeah, because it should be the next 3 plays.
It's
Yeah.
false 3
Yeah.
plays,
Three
right?
plays.
Yeah,
Okay, so
Yeah.
the answer to the question is
False.
False.
False. Okay, this is one that was discussed in Frederick, that it's poorly worded. Should be that the referee tells the player that they're to sit out the next 3 plays or something along that line. Okay, and that's reference 111.2D.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Question 3. First down and 10 at the A25-yard line. The ball carrier fumbles, but ends up having the ball firmly held under their legs on the ground at the A30. The officials blow the play dead and rule team A second down and 5 at the A30-yard line. True or false?
True.
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 Correct answer is true. Question number 4. Team A QB runs out of the pocket, then begins to simulate a foot first slide, but continues to run. The covering official blows their whistle and calls the play dead at the point where the QB began to simulate a slide. True or false?
True.
True.
Okay.
What's the reference on that?
What are we on?
181.
181K.
181, yeah. Hey.
Okay.
Did you get that, Bill?
Yep, thank you.
Okay.
Can you say it again now?
Yeah, 181K. Okay, question number 5. A player's knee pads must cover their knees throughout the entire play. True or false?
You tell me.
I don't like this question either.
I'd say,
It's
I'd
supposed
say
You
to be
most
false.
certainly should not like this question, any of us.
No,
It's-
it's a terrible question.
Okay,
It's supposed to be true.
it is, the correct answer is true. Okay, knee pads must be in place at all times during the play. They cannot ride up. We all know that that's in black and white. That's not realistic. The reference is 111.1C-1. Okay,
So that
Yes, sir.
means half the players would be sent off on some teams because these kids are 6 foot tall with no hips and none of their pants fit long enough to cover the knees.
that would be partially correct. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, that's their fault, but I mean, if they slide down, their knee pad rolls up, then technically you're supposed to flag them. That's the reason this is a terrible question.
Yes, yeah. Hey, remember as we started, I said that some of the questions are poorly worded. Okay, question number 6. This one drives me nuts. A player is wearing a visor that has a slight pink hue. Is this visor legal?
False.
False. Okay. Player wearing a visor that has a slight pink hue this visor is illegal. That's in the equipment the equipment section also, section 11, rule 111. I'm not sure where it says.
2B.
To be.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. And we have a pile of young guys and girls also who are wearing these pink ones. And we have referees that aren't saying anything about them. They're tinted visor, get rid of them. If they want to wear something, wear sunglasses. All right, question number 7. Only backplates with offensive slogans on them must be covered by a player's jersey.
False.
False.
All backplates must be covered. Question
Are
number
there-
7.
Are there backplates with offensive slogans on them?
Some people put them on, yeah. So the reference is rule 111.1.7.
I have 1C1 or something, but maybe I did that wrong.
Is that
I
7?
got 1C7.
Oh, no, 1C7. Yeah, sorry. Yeah.
Okay.
Looking at
All
the
right.
wrong one.
As we talk, I'm just searching for something here. All right. Okay, question number 8. All officials should be familiar with the approved penalty signals.
True.
True.
True. 8. And that's rule 227. Seven, 8, 9. The line of scrimmage is an imaginary line from offensive tackle to offensive tackle, parallel to the goal line and passing through the point of the ball furthest from teammate's goal line. True or false?
False.
False. Sideline to sideline.
Correct. So that's rule 411, sideline to sideline, not tackle to tackle. Number 10. The blocking below the waist zone is defined as an area bounded by the outer shoulder of tight end positions or the positions normally occupied by the tight ends within 2 yards of the defensive side of the line of scrimmage, extending back to the initial position of the quarterback, a running back in a normal position, or kicker. True or false?
True.
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 True. And the reference is 416. 11. In measuring for a first down, the down judge will attach the clip to the chain at the back of the back line the back line the chains cover. True or false?
True.
True.
That is true. And it's in the mechanics manual. Come on, open up, stupid. Okay, question 12. The center shall put the ball into play by snapping the ball between their legs in one continuous motion in the direction from toe to heel.
True.
True.
That is true. And the ruling, the reference is 421. Okay. Question 13. All Team A players positioned in the backfield at the snap are eligible receivers.
False.
False.
Okay. They must be numbered 1 to 49, 80 to 99, rule 644. Or how else might they be eligible?
By report.
By reporting. Okay, so as the question is written here, the answer is false. 14. It shall be illegal for a player to deliver a forceful block to an opponent while moving back toward or parallel to their own dead ball line anywhere on the field.
True.
True. And we would have what would be classified as a blindside block. And it is rule 7317.
Define forcible.
No.
Jokingly, all joking aside, there were actually supposed to be 4 of us who at some time during the summer are supposed to get together and come up with the explanation / definition of what forcible is. Now I say there's supposed to be 4 of us, that includes me. I've heard nothing from the person who's supposed to chair it, so maybe they'll have something in place before the season starts. I don't know. We shall have to wait and see.
You spent way too much time trying to find that last week during video review as well.
Say that one more time, sorry.
When we were doing our video review last week, we had that same conversation for about half hour to figure out what forcible was.
Yeah, no question. And I didn't want to bring it up at that meeting, but at one of our levels, they are actually teaching their players that if they turn and go back towards their goal line and deliver any type of block, they want that call. Now, that hasn't come out in the amateur rule book yet, and that's at a different level where their directives are that way. But anyhow, this is as it is read from the rule book, and the reference is, I already said it, 7317. Okay, so This is the first one we have here is going to be a video play. It's going to ask you, what is the call, or what should the call be on this play? Is it offside, illegal procedure, or time count? Okay. So as a heads up, we're watching, and see where my cursor is? We're watching this area of the field. Okay.
I had B, that inside guy moved up.
No, it's good.
Procedure.
Yep.
Yeah. So right about there, that's when his left foot will actually move back as well.
Yeah. Now we only have the one angle, but the point is that as soon as this guard right here where my cursor is pointing starts to stand up, it allows this player to legally advance.
So even though he's in a 2-point stance, as soon as he starts to stand up, like that
Even though he's in a 2-point stance, he has started a football motion. He is setting up to block an opponent. Okay, and in this video, okay, that motion.
There's no motion within
Okay.
1 second of the snap.
Say that again.
I'm pretty sure the rule is you can't move within 1 second of the snap, isn't it?
Correct. Yeah. So if we look at that one also, okay, the ball never moves, but he's an interior lineman and has come out of his stance, even though it's 2-point, which allows that defensive player to go. So on this play, what do we have?
Illegal procedure.
We have illegal procedure, and the reference for question 15 is 434. Okay, question 16. Okay, so team A kicks off from the A 45-yard line. A 88 runs out of bounds to avoid B 20 and then comes back in bounds and bats the ball out of bounds at the B 45-yard line. The next point of scrimmage is which
C?
of those four?
B 45.
C,
Okay,
No, it's illegal touches.
C?
eh?
B 45.
I have D.
So folks, let's go back. What's the foul here? That's the first thing you have to determine.
Illegal participation
participation, yeah.
Okay.
by
Against,
team A,
by team A. Okay. And what type of play is this?
kickoff.
The
Kickoff.
kickoff. Okay, those are all very important points about this.
So
If I read the rule right, and I completely could have missed, they have an option to either take the ball where it was batted out of bounds, so at their 45, or accept the penalty. Team A has to re-kick -10 from their 35. So I have C and D.
okay, so the rule reference for this is 110-8.
Yeah,
Player out of bounds, which is on page 10.
10. So there could be two answers. Well,
Well, there's an
B is a choice.
Okay, read through the rule. Read
Go
through the rule
way to the bottom, way to the bottom.
in the gray section.
Just the opposite of the friendly giant. You gotta go way down for this one. Some of you folks are old enough to understand my reference.
Thank
So
you, Jerome.
A gets the ball with a 10-yard penalty. Even
No,
though they got it
Oh.
illegally.
No,
They have to re-kick.
go ahead. Who just said that? Bill, was
I-
that you?
no. I think-
Patrick?
Patrick, yeah, they have to re-kick.
Okay, so
With the
by
10-yard penalty.
rule, if you are looking at 1-10-8 down in the gray section, it is illegal for an out of bounds player to participate on a kickoff before possession has been established. Penalty, loss of 10, point of kickoff.
Okay.
Okay, so the correct answer would be
Because no,
D.
there's no
D.
possession established yet, so they have to
Nope.
re-kick.
That's right. So there's no options on this one.
So the answer is,
D.
D.
D is in dog.
And keep in mind, folks, this ruling only applies to the kicking team. If it was a team on the a player on the receiving team that did this, it's a different ruling.
Okay, are we all good in that one? Does it?
Because
And
we
then-
talked about that. I'm correct when I say that, correct?
Yes, yeah,
It
because the
doesn't
player,
say that in black and white. I'm told this only applies to team A, this particular clause.
okay, we good? So question 17. All right, team A first down at the A35-yard line. With 1:30 to play in the fourth quarter. On the previous play, the ball went dead inbounds. The referee blows time in. Prior to the snap, a team A lineman moves early and a flag is thrown for illegal procedure. One option available to team B is to decline the penalty and have the time start on the referee's signal when the ball is ready for play. True or false?
True.
True.
false.
False.
I had rule 151H
Yeah.
for
Okay.
true.
Okay, so if you have your rule book right there in front of you, go to the case book, 1513.
One, five, three.
1513.
Oh,
Case book.
It's 513 in the case book. Yeah.
Okay. So there's a series of things that happens on this play. Okay, the first thing we need to note is we are in the fourth quarter. Less than 3 minutes to play. Second thing we need to keep in mind, the ball went dead inbounds. So how is the play going to start if nothing else happens?
When the ball's ready for play.
When the ball's ready for play. Okay, the third thing is we now have a team A lineman who jumps. So we have a procedure call. So team B can decline the penalty and have the time start based on what? On the preceding play. And the preceding play, how would the clock have started?
On the
it was
whistle.
finished inbounds.
It was finished in bounds, but how are we going to start the
On the referee's whistle.
on the referee's whistle? Okay. Okay. So the correct answer would be
True.
true. Okay, we good on that one? Does that sort of make sense? Not hearing a whole lot of voices.
Yep.
Yes.
Yes, we're good. All right, perfect. That was 17. Question 18. After, put this paper out of the way. Sorry. Question 18. After the 3-minute warning, A64 is tackled inbounds, is injured, attended to by trainers, removed from the game. The clock will subsequently start on the snap. True or false?
False.
False.
False. So the injury and whatnot have no bearing on what has happened. Okay, it's going to be based on the ball being play going dead on the field of play. Reference for number 18 is Rule 151F. Okay, question 19. Come on. Question 19. On a punt, the deep covering official has the primary responsibility to mark the spot when the ball goes out of bounds in flight.
False.
False.
It's the referee's responsibility.
It is the referee's responsibility. So the answer to question 19 is false. The reference is 239. According to the manual, it is primarily the referee's responsibilities in terms of our mechanics to administer this. The deep covering official will provide assistance under direction from the referee. Okay. Question 20. A kicks off. A72 goes out of bounds to avoid being blocked, gets downfield and jumps on the ball. Is this legal?
No.
False.
No.
False.
False.
No. Legal participation.
Correct. Okay. 21. After a Team A touchdown, the only option for Team B is to require Team A to kick off from its 45-yard line. True or false?
False.
False. What else
False.
can they do?
They
They
can kick off.
They can kick off. You'd be amazed at how many coaches don't know that rule. Okay, so the answer to question 21 is false. Okay, 22. We're looking for eligibles and ineligibles, and if this is an okay lineup. Is where we are. Sorry, I'm just trying to keep up with another computer here. Wasting your time. Okay. Level 2 question. In this formation, number 24 lines up as a center or snapper. Please identify the ineligible receivers in this play. The answer is A, B, or C. Who's ineligible?
A.
Okay. 22. Reference is 431, 433. The correct answer is A. So players 51, 54, 62, 66, and 74 are ineligible in this formation. Okay. Son of a gun.
Okay, Al, I'm confused by this.
Okay.
Okay, so number 24 is the snapper here.
Yes, he is. Or she,
And
oh,
he's to the left.
sorry, just a second, let me go back, sorry, this
It's also
player's,
an end.
And
Yeah.
he's on the left end.
yeah,
Like that, there's no end on that side.
yes, there
He
is.
is the end.
He is
Yeah,
the
he
end.
is the end.
He or she
Oh,
is,
Yeah,
okay.
okay.
All right. Okay.
So it doesn't
Yeah.
matter where the ball is snapped from. What's the most important part is making sure that we have the correct number of players across the line of scrimmage and that the numbering is correct. So 24 and 94 in the line are eligibles, and then we have the 5 interior ineligibles.
Very weird
Sometimes
formation, but
so Andrew, think about when teams send on their special teams units for field goals and punts and whatnot. We have all those bizarre numbers all over the place. So similar idea. Okay, 23. Team A is 2nd and 10 from the A1 yard line. Prior to the snap, lineman A53 breaks from their 3-point stance and is flagged for illegal procedure. The referee advises that if the penalty is accepted, it'll be 3rd down and 10 at the A1 yard line. This is the correct ruling.
True.
True.
Yeah.
Can't take any more yards from them, so the only penalty that's going to be is a loss of down. So 23, the reference is 833. Okay, next one, 24. During a play, a defensive player is attempting to tackle running back A33. When offensive player A54 grasps and encircles A33 and then pulls him forward to gain 1st down. The officials rule this is a legal play as it occurred in the open field. This is the correct ruling.
false.
False.
What do you have?
Tandem buck.
Buck.
You have a tandem buck. Correct reference is 463. Patrick Estabrooks and Rob, how many of those do we have this weekend in Fredericton?
Yeah,
Had a
a
couple.
few.
Two of them. That's for sure.
Rugby girls.
Yeah.
They can
exactly.
move the pile, just not the ball carrier.
Exactly.
The one coaching
Okay.
staff, they know that coach their players to do it, so we told them they couldn't.
Really?
Yeah.
Find that hard to believe. Okay, question number 5 is 25 is the next one. Okay. Question 25. Select all applicable answers. The use of the hands and arms in blocking is legal provided A, the arms may be fully extended. B, the hands may be slightly behind the elbows, even with the elbows or in advance of the elbows. C, the hands shall be cupped. The hands shall be open with the palms facing the opponent, or cupped or closed with the palms not facing the opponent. D, Team B players' hands and arms may encircle the ball carrier. E, the hands and arms are not used in a striking or punching manner.
A, B, C.
And E.
Oh,
So if you go to rule 4, 5,
1E.
5, and look at letter E4. Oh, actually, look at them all. Okay, so the hands may be slightly behind the elbows, even with or in advance. That would be B is correct. The arms may be fully extended. That's A. So we got A and B. The hands shall be open, palms facing your opponent. Da, 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 da. That's C. The hands and arms are not used in a striking or punching. That's E.
Ah.
The hands may not be clasped or locked. We don't have that one. And what would you call E, oh, sorry, D.
Tackle.
That's not right.
Tackle?
It's a tackle. So are all of those legal?
Yes.
Yes. So
One
the
of them has
correct
nothing to
answer
do with the
would be,
question though, but
But
what's
it asked
that?
about blocking.
yeah. One of them has nothing to do with the question, but
Yeah.
Yes, you're correct on that one. Okay, so I'm sorry, yeah, no, so the correct answer is A, B, C, D, and E.
A, B, C, and D, yeah.
A, B,
all
C,
of them.
D, and E, all of them,
All of them.
all of them. Come on, move. Okay, 26.
Wait, but it doesn't mention, mention, Team B players' hands and arms encircle the ball carrier
What
as
do
a
we call,
blocking. That's a
what do we call
tackle.
that though? Is that
Right.
That's a
legal?
tackle.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this was in blocking.
Yeah, it's poorly worded question.
Poorly
Michelle.
worded again.
And All,
Yeah.
all of them are legal, but you're right, Michelle, that's a poorly worded question.
So what's the answer?
All.
Well, because it's all, Michelle, because it's legal. But D is not a blocking action.
Okay.
But yeah, I understand, Michelle, what you're going.
Oh, hold
with.
it. Whoa, let's bounce this up for a second. So if you look at Article 3 in that section, we're going to correct this. You look at Article 3 in the section, it says, on any play from scrimmage, B players may use their hands and arms to reach the ball carrier, but shall not hold or encircle. Oh no, they're talking tackle. Yeah, that's a tackle.
Yeah,
That's tackle.
Any other
Yeah.
player than the ball carrier.
Yeah,
Right.
so that's a tackle.
Right.
So all five would be correct.
It's just poorly worded.
Yeah. 26. During a scrimmage play near the Team B goal line, two Team A line players lock arms, making a block for the running back. This is a legal tactic.
False.
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 Correct answer is false, and the reference is 451E4.
Sorry, can I just clarify on that previous question? We still stuck with A, B, C, D, and E, right?
All five, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
20.
although Michelle will voice her disapproval of the wording.
Oh, there are a few with poor wording.
And she would be
27.
right.
Team A is first down and 10 from the A1 yard line. The running back is tackled with the ball at the half yard line. The officials rule it is second down from the half yard line. True or false?
False.
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 Okay, this is false. We never scrimmage the ball inside the one. Okay. 28. Select the situations when the covering officials will rule offside and blow the play dead immediately. Select all that are correct. So, come on, slide down just a bit. There we go. Okay, so a defensive lineman moves early, is in the neutral zone when the Team A ball is snapped. Do we kill it?
No.
nope.
No.
Don't select A. An offensive slot back crosses the neutral zone prior to the ball being snapped. Do we kill it?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Select B. C. A defensive player breaks the plane of the line of scrimmage prior to the snap. Do we kill it?
Yes.
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 So select C. D. A player who is offside makes contact with an opponent prior to the snap. Do we kill it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Select D. E. All of the above.
No.
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 So the correct answers are
B, C, D.
B,
C,
C, and D. Reference 28 is 442. Oh no, sorry, 28, 423. Apologies. Okay.
That's what I have.
Okay, 29. On a regulation field for 12-player football, if the ball goes out of bounds at the sideline, how many yards in from the sideline will the ball be placed for the next scrimmage?
B.
B.
B, 24 yards. That's where our hash marks are supposed to be. On
Unless you're a KVHS.
Yeah, true, true. Yeah. But that's also a 70-yard wide field, so it's not a regulation wide field. Okay. 29-30. Team A kicks off. The ball travels 14 yards and crosses the sideline in the air where A24 jumps, bats the ball to out of bounds, and A24 then lands inbound. Possession will be granted to Team A. True or false?
True.
True.
True. So as long as that player lands back in bounds, doesn't matter where the ball goes. Team A possession. I shouldn't say it that way. If Team A player jumps and lands back in bounds and the ball goes out of bounds, it's Team A ball. Okay, so that's true. So that takes us to 30. We are about 50 minutes in. Do we want to do 5 more or pick it up next week?
Keep going.
Yeah, it's gonna be an awful long night next week if we don't.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do 5 more.
2
Well,
weeks.
we've got 2 more nights, but anyhow, we'll do 5 more tonight.
I thought there was one more night.
No,
No.
2 more.
Oh,
Bill, I don't have the date. They're the next 3
never mind.
Tuesdays in a row.
okay.
Okay, so we're going to question 31. Please just slide down. Okay, 31. Team A punts 5 yards across the line of scrimmage. B1 blocks A52. The block is initiated above the waist, but in attempting to ward off the block, A2 pushes B2 downward and contact is made below the waist, sending A52 to the ground. Is this a legal block?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, 2 things that make it legal. Number 1, the team B player has been pushed down. So as soon as they're pushed down, if they make contact, it's legal. Secondly, the way in which it's worded, they initiate contact above the waist and then is pushed down. That makes it legal. So in this case, this is a legal block. Reference is 551. Okay.
Al, you meant to say the team A player was pushed down.
Oh, yes, sorry.
Yes,
Yeah,
okay, yeah.
correct, yeah. The player that's pushed down it's a legal block. 32. B1 blocks a team A kick from scrimmage. B2 recovers the ball and B4 blocks A17 below the waist. This is an illegal block. True or false?
True.
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 Correct answer is true. And it is reference number 32-532. No, sorry, this is 32. On play where we're changing possession. Oh yes, change of possession. You're not allowed to block anybody. So 32 is false.
What?
No.
Sorry, true, sorry.
Illegal block. True.
Yeah.
Okay, 33. Team A attempts a screen pass. The ball is tipped by a rushing defensive lineman and is caught by the center. This is a legal play.
True.
Mhm.
Okay, what makes it true?
The tip.
Touched by team B.
Okay, once the ball is touched by Team B anywhere on the field, all players on the field are now eligible to catch the ball. Okay, so question 33 is true. The center becomes eligible when B touches the ball. Reference is 644. Okay. 33, sorry. 34. With 2 minutes remaining in the half, on a first down play, Team A throws a lateral to the wide receiver near the sideline. The pass is over the receiver head and goes out of bounds. will the clock start on the snap?
So it'd be
True.
Yes.
False.
But it's a live ball because it was lateral.
Don't went out of bounds.
Okay. So we have trues, we have falses, we have it's a live ball, it's a lateral. When is the clock held on play situations in the last 3 minutes of a half?
Ball out of bounds.
It's full of bounds, yeah.
So folks, consider we have a lateral pass. What happens if it hits the ground and does not go out of bounds?
It's a live ball.
It's a live ball, right? So it's not a forward pass, so it's not incomplete or anything of that nature. It's a live ball. So just continue that thought process to it going out of bounds.
Yeah, same as running out of bounds.
Yeah, if the player caught it and ran out of bounds, you would stop the clock.
Okay, so we've
Right.
got two key terms right there. On this play, what type of pass do we have?
Lateral.
It's a lateral. A
Lateral.
clock will be only held in the last 3 minutes on an incomplete forward pass, not a lateral. Second key point is, somebody alluded to, the clock is going to stop and be held when the ball is carried out of bounds, not fumbled out of bounds. Okay, so it's got to be a forward pass out of bounds, or sorry, a forward incomplete pass, we hold the clock, or the ball being carried out of bounds, we hold the clock.
Oh, okay. So on that note, are we like the NFL if they have to be making forward progress?
I don't know what you mean, Jason. I don't.
So if
follow
they're
enough of that.
if they're running backwards towards their own goal line and go out of bounds, does the clock continue to?
Yes,
No.
that's forward
Oh.
progress is in bounds in that situation, right, Jason?
No, but he goes out on his own.
I
But he
understand. I
carried
understand.
it out.
But if you're ruling forward progress on any play that goes out of bounds, that play goes dead in bounds, in essence. You understand what I mean?
Okay, but Jason's pulling the NFL rules in. You got to forget those altogether. If I'm the running back and I want to run timeout and I run back towards my goal line and on the 5-yard line, I step out of bounds.
Well, that's fine. Yeah, that's
but in the NFL, their clock timing is different.
They still roll.
Yeah.
But in that situation, ours would be held as well because
No, that's what I'm saying, Andrew.
yeah, you're running out of bounds.
Yes, but
Yeah.
Jason was asking, is it like in the NFL? And no, it's not.
No, it's not. Okay. Yeah.
Anytime the ball's carried out of bounds in the last 3 minutes of a half, it's a hold clock situation.
Well, okay, just don't go too far with this, folks, because we're talking about two different things here, I think. Carried out of bounds mean you willingly take it out of bounds. If you are ruling that a guy is running close to the sideline and he gets to the 45-yard line and then gets driven back to the 43 and goes out of bounds, and you rule the forward progress to the 45-yard line, he has not gone out of bounds as far as their timing is concerned.
Yeah, but I would say no
Okay.
contact. He does it on his own.
Oh, if he does it on his own, yeah,
That's what I was
that's
getting
different.
at.
Okay,
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about forward progress.
So
No.
that's a good point that Andrew brings up. Is everyone clear on what he just explained?
Yeah.
The forward
Yeah.
progress is different than if I just carry the ball directly out of bounds.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So that was 34. This will be the last one for tonight. Number 35. Oh, sorry. The reference on 34 was 151. Excuse me.
That's false, right?
And the correct answer on this one, the clock will start on the snap, is false. And last one, 35. Team A first down from the A1 yard line makes an offside pass from its end zone to out of bounds at the A2 yard line. Safety touch, no option. True or false?
False.
False.
False, yeah.
Okay, the answer to this one is false. What would the other option be? What option would there be?
Teammate safety or teammate scrimmage from out of bounds.
Correct. Okay, so the answer to 35 is false. And the reference for number 35 is 638. Where'd everybody go? Okay, so I'm here. Stop. Okay, so I'm going to stop recording.